Canada is a country in North America. Its 10 provinces and 3 territories extend from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean and northward into the Arctic Ocean, covering over 9.98 million square kilometers, making it the world's second largest country by total area. Most travelers need a visitor visa to travel to Canada. You may also need one if you're transiting through a Canadian airport on your way to your final destination. You can apply for a visitor visa online or on paper. Let us be French, let us be English, but most importantly let us be Canadian. Most travelers need a visa or an electronic travel authorization. St. John's, a city on Newfoundland Island off Canada's Atlantic coast, is the capital of Newfoundland and Labrador Province. Its harbour was settled by the British in the 1600s. Downtown is known for its colourful row houses. Above the city is Signal Hill with walking trails and the site of the first transatlantic wireless communication, Cabot Tower, which commemorates John Cabot's discovery of Newfoundland. Area, 446 square kilometers. Population, 113,948. Province, Newfoundland and Labrador. Area code 709. John's was initially a commercial trading outpost for Europeans engaged in the fishing industry. While the fishery is still important, today the city is known as the main service center for the province's offshore oil and gas industry. St. John's is also recognized for its vibrant arts and cultural community. This 500-year-old city is one of the oldest in the New World, and is the easterlymost city in North America. Its roughly 100,000 residents enjoy a mix of big city luxury and small-town charm. The town is quite walkable and drivable, with lots of great shopping, restaurants, historical sites, and more. Winnipeg is the capital of the Canadian province of Manitoba. Its heart is the Forks, a historic site at the intersection of the Red and Assiniboine rivers, with warehouses converted to shops and restaurants, plus ample green space dedicated to festivals, concerts and exhibits. Nearby, the Exchange District is known for its well-preserved, early 20th century architecture and numerous art galleries. Population, 749,534. Area code 204. Mayor, Brian Bowman. Province, Manitoba. Neighborhoods, Polo Park, St. Vital Centre. Downtown Winnipeg is known internationally as the home of the Winnipeg Jets, the city's NHL team, but nationally it is also appreciated for its outstanding arts and cultural scene. Residents, known informally as peggers, enjoy a very active cultural life, with everything from drama and ballet to concerts and opera on offer. It is the only Canadian city on the list. We celebrate our ice and snow by getting out and playing in it. On any given day at the Forks, people are fat biking, skating, tobogganing, running or even playing a round of croquet curl, even when temps drop well below -30. We are an active winter city. Winnipeg, Manitoba has the coldest winter weather of any major Canadian city. It ranks first for the lowest average temperatures. Winnipeg also is Canada's city that most often drops to -30 degrees Celsius, -22 degrees Fahrenheit, or below, and it is least likely to have a day above freezing during winter. It's also surrounded by many lakes, including massive Lake Winnipeg, which is home to one of the largest white sand beaches in the country. We always knew we were living in one of the world's greatest places, but now time has confirmed it. The city's latest major accolade comes courtesy of the prestigious U.S. publication, which has just named Winnipeg on a list of the world's 100 greatest places of 2021. Winnipeg is a top choice for immigrants to Canada, after Toronto, Calgary and Vancouver. Victoria, capital of British Columbia, sits on the craggy southern end of Vancouver Island. With abundant parkland, it's known for outdoor activities. The city's British colonial past shows in its Victorian architecture, including stately Cragdarroch Castle Mansion. Butchart Gardens, with 55 acres of vivid floral displays, plus statuary, water features and a carousel, is one of many formal gardens in the city. Population, 92,141. Province, British Columbia. Victoria is the capital city of British Columbia, Canada, and is located on southern Vancouver Island. Vancouver Island should not be confused with the city of Vancouver, situated on the BC mainland, nor with the diminutive Victoria Island in the Ottawa River in downtown Ottawa, Ontario. Victoria, located on Vancouver Island, is the beautiful capital city of British Columbia. It's a popular destination for British Columbians, Pacific Northwesterners, and other travelers, as it's an easy ferry ride, or luxurious seaplane ride, from Vancouver and Seattle. Victoria is on Vancouver Island, 107 kilometers, 76 miles, southwest of Vancouver. The trip by car and ferry, or bus and ferry, takes approximately 4 hours each way from downtown Vancouver. Alternatively, the trip is a 35-minute flight. Below are options for getting to Victoria. The scenic sail on BC ferries is 1 hour and 35 minutes to Victoria's Swartz Bay Terminal. The Victoria Ferry from Vancouver goes at least every 2 hours more in the peak summer season, generally starting at 7 a.m. The total trip time from Vancouver is about 4 hours. Vancouver is less traditional and conventional than Victoria. We have a much larger multicultural diversity in Vancouver than in Victoria. Vancouver is more casual than Victoria. Vancouver is bigger and busier, traffic congestion can be noticeable, but walking all over downtown Vancouver is the way to go. The best times to visit Victoria and Vancouver Island are March to May and September to November. Ottawa is Canada's capital, in the east of southern Ontario, near the city of Montreal and the U.S. border. Sitting on the Ottawa River, it has at its center Parliament Hill, with grand Victorian architecture and museums such as the National Gallery of Canada, with noted collections of Indigenous and other Canadian art. The park-lined Rideau Canal is filled with boats in summer and ice skaters in winter. Area 2,790 square kilometers. Province, Ontario. Population 994,837. Area codes, Area code 613, Area code 343. Ottawa is consistently ranked as the best place to live in Canada as well as one of the best 100 cities in the world. Its diversity, strong economy, schools, and Canadian history make it a great place for newcomers. It also ranks as the best place to live for new immigrants to Canada. Ottawa is known for its Parliament Hill Canadian War Museum, Rideau Canal National Gallery of Canada, Canadian Museum of Nature, Canada Aviation and Space Museum, Byward Market Neighbourhood, Canadian Museum of History. 5 awesome facts about Ottawa. It's home to the world's largest naturally frozen skating rink. It's a city of festivals. It's a great place for employment and startup companies. Winters are cold. Ottawa was once known as Batown. If you haven't tried beaver tails before, there is no better place in the world than Ottawa to indulge. This famous Canadian food is a fried dough pastry shaped like a beaver tail. Many people consider hockey a truly Canadian sport. The history behind the Ottawa Senators hockey team illustrates this passion, the love for hockey. The Ottawa Senators belong to the National Hockey League (NHL) from 1917 to 1934. Calgary, a cosmopolitan Alberta city with numerous skyscrapers, owes its rapid growth to its status as the centre of Canada's oil industry. However, it's still steeped in the Western culture that earned it the nickname Cowtown, evident in the Calgary Stampede, its massive July rodeo and festival that grew out of the farming exhibitions once presented here. Area 825.3 square kilometers. Population 1.336 million. Province, Alberta. Calgary is one of the top cities to live in Canada. It is consistently ranked as one of the most livable cities in the world. It has a diverse population and economy. Calgary is known for the Canadian Pacific Railway headquarters, the Calgary Fire of 1886, the Calgary Stampede, Calgary Flames, NHL hockey team, Red Mile, Sea of Red jerseys during the NHL playoffs of 2004. Hosting the 1988 Winter Olympics. Hosting the 2009 World Water Ski Championship. 1 Beef, no surprise, it's what Alberta is famous for countrywide. It's said Alberta has as many cattle as people, thriving on the province's grasslands and rated number 1 for barbecue favorite among residents. Canadian food. DYK, ginger beef was invented in Calgary in 1975. This city has become the finest dining destination in Alberta for diverse and delicious dishes, and there are plenty of restaurants to Calgary to try. Alberta is a Canadian province known for its large oil industry. It has the third largest reserves of crude oil in Canada, with most of it coming from the Athabasca oil sands. Calgary is famous for hosting the largest rodeo in the world, the annual Calgary Stampede, nicknamed the greatest outdoor show on earth. The event attracts more than 1 million visitors per year and is considered the largest annual event in Canada. Halifax, an Atlantic Ocean port in eastern Canada, is the provincial capital of Nova Scotia. A major business centre, it's also known for its maritime history. The city's dominated by the hilltop citadel, a star-shaped fort completed in the 1850s. Waterfront warehouses known as the historic properties recall Halifax's days as a trading hub for privateers, notably during the War of 1812. Google area, 5,476 square kilometers. Population, 431,479. Area code 782. Province, Nova Scotia. Capital, Halifax. With the world's second largest natural harbour and being the lively hub of Atlantic Canada, Halifax is best known for its historical charm, community spirit, fresh seafood and incredible natural landscapes. Make the most of your visit with these must-visit attractions. With Halifax ranked by Maclean's magazine as Canada's best place to live and work remotely in 2021 and Canada ranked by U.S. News & World Report's 2021 ranking as being the best country in the world to live in, Livable Cities and LED Roadway Lighting Limited are proud to be located in this incredible city and country. Halifax's best beaches: Rainbow Haven Beach Provincial Park, Psyche Cove Beach, Taylor Head Provincial Park, Crystal Crescent Beach Provincial Park, Martinique Beach Provincial Park, Lawrencetown Beach Provincial Park, Queensland Beach Provincial Park, Clam Harbour Beach Provincial Park, McNabb's Island Provincial Park. The Atlantic Ocean, that's where any description of Halifax's gorgeous scenery has to start. Wherever you choose to live in the city, you're never more than 30 minutes from the beautiful beachfront. You'll also find plenty of parks and hiking trails to enjoy, and even 2 ski hills not far away. Quebec City sits on the St. Lawrence River in Canada's mostly French-speaking Quebec province. Dating to 1608, it has a fortified colonial core, Vieux Quebec and Place Royale, with stone buildings and narrow streets. This area is the site of the towering Chateau Frontenac Hotel and imposing citadel of Quebec. The Petit Champlain district's cobblestone streets are lined with bistros and boutiques. Area, 485.8 square kilometers. Elevation, 98 meters. Province, Quebec. Population, 542,298. One of the oldest cities in Canada, having celebrated its 400th anniversary in 2008, Quebec City has a distinct old world character and charm. It is the only remaining walled city in North America north of Mexico and was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985. While most of the locals working in the tourism industry in neighborhoods like Vieux Quebec, Petit Champlain, Place Royale and Vieux Port will speak English, locals in other neighborhoods may not speak English as well. The people you meet in the city's many tourist spots will happily share with you their passion for this place, in French and English. You should visit Quebec City to experience the absolute beauty and history of the area. The locals are so friendly and welcoming and are keen to show you all the culture has to offer. If you're just passing through, if you're visiting Quebec as a tourist or traveler, French is optional. It might help you get a better feel for Quebecois culture, or it might help you avoid an awkward gesturing game if you encounter someone who speaks little to no English. Things you should do if you are a first-time visitor to Quebec City. First impression: stroll through the Old Town Quebec, admire the city view from Chateau Frontenac, visit Morin Centre, visit the Citadelle de Quebec, head to the top of the Observatoire de la Capitale, take a food tour, go a day trip to Montmorency Falls. Known for the world-famous Chateau Frontenac, Quebec City is also known for its rich history, cobblestone and its streets. Toronto, the capital of the province of Ontario, is a major Canadian city along Lake Ontario's northwestern shore. It's a dynamic metropolis with a core of soaring skyscrapers, all dwarfed by the iconic, freestanding CN Tower. Toronto also has many green spaces, from the orderly oval of Queen's Park to 400-acre High Park and its trails, sports facilities and zoo. Google area, 630.2 square kilometers. Population, 2.93 million, 2017. United Nations province, Ontario. Area code 416. Consistently ranked as one of the most livable cities in the world, Toronto enjoys a reputation as an exciting, diverse, clean, and safe city to set up home. Toronto is Canada's largest city and a world leader in such areas as business, finance, technology, entertainment and culture. Its large population of immigrants from all over the globe has also made Toronto one of the most multicultural cities in the world. The average salary in Toronto is $52,268, which is 10.1% higher than the Canadian average salary of $47,487. A person making $190,000 a year in Toronto makes 263.5% more than the average working person in Toronto and will take home about $122,280. Fun facts about Toronto: the Toronto Islands weren't always islands. Babe Ruth hit his first professional home run here in 2016. 2 capybaras escaped from the High Park Zoo. It's the only city in Canada with 7 major league sports teams. There are mass graves in St. Toronto has over 10 million trees. Toronto is the proud home of citizens representing over 200 distinct ethnic origins. Toronto is regularly and rightly called the most multicultural city in the world. It's one of those facts about Toronto that we feel the city should wear like a badge of honor. Toronto covers an area of 630 square kilometers with a maximum north-south distance of 21 kilometers. It has a maximum east-west distance of 43 kilometers and it has a 46-kilometer-long waterfront shoreline, on the northwestern shoreline, on the northwestern shore of Lake Ontario. Montreal is the largest city in Canada's Quebec province. It's set on an island in the St. Lawrence River and named after Mount Royal, the triple-peaked hill at its heart. Its boroughs, many of which were once independent cities, include neighborhoods ranging from cobblestoned, French colonial Vieux-Montreal, with the Gothic Revival Notre Dame Basilica at its center, to Bohemian Plateau. Area, 431.5 square kilometers. Weather, 18 degrees Celsius, wind s at 3 kilometers per hour, 87% humidity. Province, Quebec. Population, 1.78 million. Neighborhoods, Old Montreal, Downtown Montreal. Montreal is the second most populous city in Canada and the principal metropolis of the province of Quebec. Montreal is North America's #1 host city for international events. Montreal is home to the famous Cirque du Soleil and hosted the Summer Olympics in 1976. Montreal also played host to Expo 67, considered to be the most successful World's Fair in the 20th century. Montreal is home to many festivals, all of them entirely unique. 3 festivals are the largest of their kind in the entire world: Montreal Jazz Festival, Montreal International Fireworks Festival, and Francophonie, largest French music festival. No other city on the globe can claim that, literally, La Métropole, Quebec's metropolis, Sin City. During the period of Prohibition in the United States, it became well known as one of North America's Sin Cities due to its unparalleled nightlife. The City of Festivals, or Festival City, Paris of North America. Montreal is a major industrial center, commercial and financial metropolis, railway and maritime bridgehead, and one of the centers of Francophone culture in North America. It is one of the world's great cities and enjoys international acclaim. Montreal's culinary scene has several well-known icons: smoked meat sandwiches, bagels, and poutine dishes. Tourists won't leave the city without trying. With so much to see and do, it's no wonder that Montreal is one of Canada's most popular tourist destinations. The best times to visit Montreal are from March to May and from September to November, when the weather is milder and hotel vacancies run amok. But aside from fluctuating rates, you'll discover that there really isn't a bad time to vacation here. The best times to visit Montreal are from March to May and from September to November. Vancouver, a bustling West Coast seaport in British Columbia, is among Canada's densest, most ethnically diverse cities. A popular filming location, it's surrounded by mountains, and also has thriving art, theatre and music scenes. Vancouver Art Gallery is known for its works by regional artists, while the Museum of Anthropology houses preeminent First Nations collections. The current metro area population of Vancouver in 2022 is 2,632,000, a 1% increase from 2021. The metro area population of Vancouver in 2021 was 2,606,000, a 0.97% increase from 2020. The metro area population of Vancouver in 2020 was 2,581,000, a 0.98% increase from 2019. Vancouver is known for its rain, its ancient forests, its ecologically minded locals, and its seawall. Locals and tourists know Vancouver for its world-famous swimming, surfing and hiking along the Pacific Ocean. Vancouver City, southwestern British Columbia, Canada. It is the major urban centre of Western Canada and the focus of one of the country's most populous metropolitan regions. Vancouver lies between Burrard Inlet, an arm of the Strait of Georgia to the north and the Fraser River Delta to the south, opposite Vancouver Island. The city is just north of the U.S. state of Washington. It has a fine natural harbor on a superb site facing the sea and mountains. Pop 2011, 603,502, Metro. Area 2,313,328, 2021, 662,248, Metro. Area 2,463,431. Canada is full of incredible outdoor wonders and is famed for its natural beauty. Its varied coastlines are one source of its enviable natural beauty. Canada is home to the world's largest coastline, 202,080 kilometers long to be precise, stretching from the Pacific to the Atlantic. Canada is a country filled with famous landmarks, historical wonders, delicious food, incredible culture, and all the outdoor exploration you could want. From city adventures in Quebec and Vancouver to the well-known Rocky Mountains, Canada has so many amazing destinations that it'll be hard to choose. Thank you for watching and listening my video. Kindly keep visit on my channel. Best regards.